Hi, this is Jacob with MarketingPlayBook.co, and today we're going to be covering finding negative keywords. Now, in the previous video, I already talked about how to discover keywords for your campaign, as well as the match types for negative keywords. So if you haven't watched those two videos, I highly suggest you take a step back and watch those two, because we explain a bit more about negative keywords and finding keywords in general. So the four main ways which I find negative keywords are going to be the same ways that I use to find my keywords, and those are going to be your brain, the Adwords keyword tool, Google search suggestions, and exact search terms. So starting off, nothing's going to beat your brain and the logic and brain power that you have. You know your industry better than anyone, so you should be able to think, hey, what other industries are similar to mine that but I don't sell their product services. So a great example that we've already come across for our Denver dental practice is going to be not teeth whitening, but teeth cleaning. So you're going to see that there's dog teeth cleaning and cat teeth cleaning. So there's going to be certain things in that industry that you're not necessarily going to be using as a Denver dental practice. So it might be in-home teeth whitening kits. So there might be quite a few things that you can come up with off the top of your head, and just write those down. And I recommend one of the best ways to get started, but you're going to be having to use your brain through the entire process and expand upon other keywords that you find. So moving on to the next slide here, it's the AdWords search suggestion tool. And so going through and filling out the first related search terms will yield plenty of negative targets. And let me show you what I mean. So we have our keyword list or keyword planner list from the AdWords search suggestion tool that we downloaded in the previous video and gathered by putting in our terms. It came out and it spit out with quite a bit of keywords for us to use. And going through this, we can kind of see that things that might not be pertinent to our particular industry as a Denver dentist. So teeth whitening kits, teeth whitening gel, teeth whitening strips. Now, yes, these have to do with dental and dental hygiene, but they're not really related to your dental service. So these particular products, somebody who's searching for a teeth whitening gel probably isn't looking for a dentist. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't try it out and see if it'll be a good match for you. But then again, maybe not. So it's up to you to make that decision, and you ultimately have to use your brain to really find out. So we see dental implant insurance might not be for you. So just going through here, there's going to be quite a bit in here that you're going to be able to pull out. So they might be jobs, they might be, like I said before, we found a dog in here. So based upon finding that keyword dog for dog dental, we know, well, let's go ahead and put cat in there. And is there any other mammals that we can possibly add to that people would be searching for? If you didn't do pediatrics, then maybe, hey, you'd be adding that on there. If you didn't do oral surgery, then you'd probably be adding that on there. There's dentist games. I'm not quite sure what that is. So maybe you don't want the word games in there. There's probably a bunch of apps out there that are dental related. So just things to look out for. Dentist jobs, well, jobs you don't want. So you get the point. You can go through that list and pull out all the negative keywords that you don't want to be bidding on, and add that to your negative keyword list. Next up here is Google search suggestions. So what we're going to do is we're going to head and type in Denver dental, and see as we start typing in, it's already auto-filled on us like we covered in another video. So right there's school. Probably assistant would be a good one to put in. So just going through and entering in a lot of your main keywords that you're like, oh, I really like this keyword. So go in and see what keywords it triggers. So scrolling down at the very bottom, I'm going to see, well, there's school, there's jobs, there's Delta, so I believe that's an insurance program, there's university. So right there we got 4 keywords that probably we can exit out. So let me try another one here, and we're going to do 24-hour or emergency dental. Let's do dentist. And you're going to see the ones in blue were searches that I previously have done because it saves my search history. So care credit, you know, do you accept care credit? MetLife, maybe, maybe not. There's Delta again, emergency root canal, abscess tooth, might be there. Toothache remedies, probably not. So that might be one that you're going to exact out because it's related. So this is a great way of going through and organizing and finding out more negative keywords that are commonly searched among people, because these are keywords that Google says are highly related to your search. So these are what people are very interested in, and this might be their next search or a previous search that they've done. So it's very important to go through and pull out as many negatives as you can. And you know, I don't expect you to take days doing it, but go through your main keywords and try to pull out all the negative keywords that you can. And lastly here, we're going to be going through the dimensions tab and finding the exact search terms people are using. So this is after you've already launched your campaign and you're starting to get some results. And we'll cover a lot more in detail later on what the dimensions tab is and all the features in the dimensions tab. But for the purpose of this, we're just going to go through and see if we can't find any negative keywords real quick. And so we're going to see that, okay, I'm bidding on a broad keyword, so One Direction tickets. Let me actually change the column here so you can actually see the keyword that triggered it. So I'm going to go ahead and go to, and we're going to see right here we're on view and we're on search terms. I'm going to go ahead and go to the columns tab, and I'm going to modify my column, and I'm going to go and select attributes, and I'm going to add in my keyword just so you can see a full representation of the data. I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. Alright, so here we have added in the keyword data. So this is the search terms. So this broad keyword, and it tells you the match type right there, this broad keyword, One Direction tickets on sale, triggered this, One Direction tickets. So you can actually see what keywords are triggering, what exact searches are coming in. So we're going to see that this is a phrase, One Direction tickets, well, August 14th of 2014, One Direction tickets. So this is fantastic because you got to go through here and you're going to be able to find the keywords that are converting for you. So as you have conversions, let's say for a broad keyword or a phrase keyword, you can go in, you can look at the exact search term that actually caused the conversion. And as long as you have the analytics data and the tracking all in place and set up for that. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Negative keywords, that's what I need to focus on. So you can go through this and go through line by line. You can sort by the amount of clicks, and this campaign only ran for a couple days, so I really don't have much data on it. But you know, go through and see which keywords might not work for you. So in the ticket industry in general, you're going to find that keywords such as win will be in there. Well, do I want somebody searching win One Direction tickets? Not really, right? Because yes, they want to go to the One Direction concert, but they want to win tickets. So you know, those type of keywords aren't necessarily going to work for me. So you know, go through this and you can find the keywords that you do not want to bid on anymore. Let's say you're bidding on broad, and you have a keyword that's eating up a whole lot of your budget. And it's not really that relevant, or even if it is relevant, it's not profitable for you. You can go ahead and just, you know, add that to the negative keyword list. So just, you know, make it an exact keyword and say, okay, I don't want to rank anymore or show anymore for this particular keyword. So how do you add the negative keywords into your campaigns? And that's very important. So you're going to do that by being inside your campaign and going under the keywords tab, and then scrolling down to the very bottom. I don't know why they put it at the very bottom. It makes it difficult when you have, you know, hundreds of keywords, but that's where it's at. So there's two ways of adding negative keywords. You can add it on an ad group level. So within every campaign you have your ad group, and within the ad group you have your keywords. And you can have multiple ad groups, you know, 10,000 I think it is, it might even be 20,000 now ad groups within each and every campaign. Now generally, when I add negative keywords, I'm pretty much always adding them on the campaign level. And the reason why is because I generally do not want to that particular keyword or phrase or to trigger anywhere. So all you would do is you just say add and then add keywords. You can also do add keyword lists. So if you already have a predetermined list, let's say I'm in the gaming niche and I'm launching all these new gaming campaigns for different games, I can have a negative keyword list already saved that auto-populates and auto-loads on me. And I actually have that in place for this. So I actually used free, contest, and win. So win, you'll see it's a phrase, contest is a phrase, so anytime the word win shows up or contest shows up in a search, I'm not going to be in there. And then I have a broad negative of free. So adding in negative keywords is very, very simple. You go to the keywords tab, you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you select negative keywords, choose whether you want it on the ad group level or whether you want it on the campaign level, and you go ahead and add it in. It just could not be simpler. Once again, I just can't express the importance of adding in negative keywords to your campaign. The vast majority of the time, you're not going to be profitable off the bat. You're going to have to add in negative keywords and focus in not just on what people are searching, but and what you want them to search for, but what they're searching for and you don't want them to search for. So I know that sounds a bit confusing, but it's all about the user intent, and we have to match the user intent. And in order to do that, we're going to be using negative keywords. That's it for this video. I hope it helps. If you have questions, feel free and ask on the MarketingPlayBook.co article. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free and subscribe so you don't miss any of our upcoming the videos that we're doing on a bunch of different series. So lots of great marketing tips involved. And don't forget to recommend us to a friend. And I thank you.